Hello Gates. In Hollywood, friendships may sometimes feel superficial, fleeting, even transactional. But every once in a while, there's a friendship so genuine that it lasts decades, and leaves behind a story that may still send people to tears years later. That's exactly what happened when Henry Winkler finally opened up about his deeply personal, emotional memories of Robin Williams. And when he recounted what truly transpired behind the scenes of their friendship, especially in the years preceding up to Robin's death, it left viewers astonished, heartbroken, and sincerely thinking about the secret issues even the happiest people occasionally endure. To understand why Henry Winkler's confession struck so hard, you have to go back to the beginning, long before both men became recognized names. In the early 1970s, Henry Winkler was already growing to notoriety thanks to his renowned representation as Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli on the successful comedy Happy Days. His leather jacket, cool demeanor, and natural charisma catapulted him into one of television's biggest stars. Around the same period, Robin Williams was just beginning his adventure in comedy, working frantically in stand-up clubs, trying to carve himself a position in the entertainment world. Their paths crossed in a way that neither of them could have expected. It happened during an early casting moment linked to Happy Days. Robin Williams had auditioned for a position that would eventually lead to his breakout character, Mork, an alien visitor who debuted in a special episode. According to Winkler, he instantly recognized something extraordinary about Robin. He later described Robin's energy as almost overwhelming, like watching a lightning storm within a human being. That episode of Happy Days aired in 1978, and it impacted Robin Williams' life forever. His character became so popular that it spun off into the tremendously successful comedy Mork and Mindy. But even as Robin's stardom soared, Henry Winkler never forgot that early encounter. He would later remark he was proud to have witnessed the birth of something genuinely exceptional. Over the years, their bond remained quietly strong. They didn't often figure together in headlines, and they weren't the kind of celebrity pals who posed for endless images. Instead, theirs was a partnership built on true mutual respect. Winkler appreciated Robin's brains, while Robin genuinely cherished Henry's generosity and giving. But what many people didn't grasp was how complicated Robin Williams' inner life truly was. To the public, he was pure joy, the rapid-fire comedian who could improvise indefinitely, who made audiences laugh till they cried. Yet beyond their laughing lurked a much harsher reality. Robin struggled for years with depression, anxiety, and substance usage. Though he sought treatment and had periods of recovery, his internal problems never totally went. Henry Winkler would subsequently expose something unpleasant about Robin, something fans rarely experienced. He remarked that as the spotlight faded and the laughter ended, Robin often appeared gloomy, introspective, even frail. According to Winkler, Robin had a strong attentiveness to the environment around him. He felt things passionately, frequently to a dreadful degree. Then followed the horrific catastrophe that rocked the world. On August 11, 2014, Robin Williams was discovered dead at his home in California. He was 63 years old. The official verdict was suicide, tied to severe depression and a neurological illness called Lewy body dementia, a progressive brain disorder that creates disorientation, hallucinations, and emotional instability. For admirers, it was exceedingly tough to reconcile. How could someone who offered so much happiness to millions feel so awful despair? When Henry Winkler got the news, he allegedly remarked he had an immediate, crushing sensation of grief. But what actually wounded him was the realization of exactly how much Robin had been suffering silently. Years after Robin's passing, Winkler spoke in interviews about the last times they communicated. He regarded Robin as being pleasant, even amusing, but conveying a gravity that was hard to pinpoint. One of the most heartbreaking portions of Winkler's confession was his thinking on remorse, something many people confront after losing someone to suicide. He wondered if there were clues he might have missed, occasions when he could have sought out more. He noted that like many people, he never truly grasped the depth of Robin's anguish when he was alive. Winkler also revealed a shocking glimpse on Robin's mentality. He stated Robin was generally the one making sure everyone else felt okay. He had an incredible capacity to discern when someone was unhappy, upset, or struggling, and he would swiftly strive to improve their spirits. But rarely did Robin allow himself to feel vulnerable in return. According to Winkler, that was part of the tragedy. Robin was so focused on delivering happiness to others that he often carried his own suffering alone. Despite the grief surrounding his loss, Henry Winkler underlines something important: Robin Williams' life should not be defined entirely by its ending. Instead, he said, people should remember the huge influence Robin made on the planet. Robin Williams starred in some of the most adored films of all time, Good Will Hunting, which earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in 1998. Dead Poets Society, where his performance inspired generations of students. Mrs. Doubtfire, a comedy that mixed humor with emotional depth, and countless other movies that displayed his ability as both a comedian and tragic performance. Henry Winkler regularly described Robin as a once-in-a-generation talent, someone whose intellect moved faster than anyone else's. He could improvise endlessly, develop identities immediately, and connect emotionally with audiences in a manner few artists ever manage. But beyond his professional successes, Winkler said what mattered most was Robin's humanity. He remembers minor situations: Robin being empathetic with fans, spending extra time to make strangers laugh, showing surprise kindness to those behind the scenes. And perhaps that's why Winkler's confession connected so powerfully with many. It wasn't only about celebrity loss. It was about something universal, the reality that even folks who seem cheery can be fighting invisible warfare. In reflecting on Robin's life, Winkler often speaks about the need of checking in on people, actually checking in, not just casually asking how they're doing. He encourages people to listen more closely, to take mental health concerns seriously, and to understand that outer performance doesn't promise inner happiness. And if this tale impacted you, let us know your opinions in the comments below. What's your favorite Robin Williams reminiscence or performance? And what do you feel we may all learn from Henry Winkler's passionate meditation on his friend's life?